Range fans, I am back healthy with the Christensen Arms and Norma, every brand of Norma 22 long rifle ammunition. But this time, it's a little bit different, so you want to stay tuned. Coming up next.
Look out! Get down now! Watch out! They're coming on fast!
Range fans, you say you've seen this one before. Maybe you have. Maybe you've seen the brand before, but you haven't seen this rifle before. I'm not going to tell too long of a story because I think this test that I'm going to do today in this 38-degree weather is going to turn out to be a little bit long. So go get your popcorn, go get your favorite beverage, and hang in there with me to the end. But this is a different Christensen Arms Ranger 22. That's right. I hadn't shot my old Christensen Arms Ranger 22 in over a year. I was a little bit frustrated, couldn't find any ammo at all that it would shoot. And you've seen a lot of those videos, which I'll link to down below in the description. Well, being frustrated, instead of taking it out again, I decided to contact Christensen Arms. It had been back to the factory, the previous rifle, already a couple of times. Everybody knows they had a little bit of a teething issue. I wanted one of the first Christensen Arms, and that's what I got, one of the first Christensen Arms. It was below serial number 200 when I received the rifle. Well, it didn't eject at all. Everybody knew of that problem. They came out with a fix for it. I sent that rifle back. They fixed it. It still did not shoot quite well. Well, this time, after talking with them, they said, we're going to send you a new rifle. Send that one back. We're going to send you a new one. That's exactly what they did. By the way, turnaround time, 4 days. 4 days. I was absolutely amazed. So yes, this is a brand new Christensen Arms Ranger 22 in the same exact setup that I had before. The only thing about it is I lost my serial number. This serial number has 4 letters. No. This serial number has 4 letters and 4 numbers on it. Before, the serial number I had was 00 and then 1 something. It was 1, I forget exactly what it was. I have to look in my logbook. But that's what we're going to do today. And the reason we're doing that today is because they tested this rifle at the factory, now on an indoor range at the factory, with Norma TAC-22. I decided I've got some Norma TAC-22 old black box. Then I've got some Norma TAC-22 Red Box. Then I found some Norma TAC-22 Subsonic. And down below, Norma TAC-22 Match. And then the brand new stuff, Norma Extreme Long Range 22. When you see what they did with the Norma TAC-22 from the factory, granted it was indoors and only a 3-round group, whoo! Put a dime over it at 50 yards. I roll in a picture of the target right here. But that's the testing we're going to do today. Very little talking. We're going to get after it to try to keep this video short and also so I can get back to my warm castle. All right, folks, hang in there with me, range fans. We're going to get the camera set up downrange and get this thing underway. All right, range fans, I told you, wasn't going to be much talking. We got the old version. By the way, take a look at the price, $58 a box. Can't get it for that anymore, but we got the old version of the Norma TAC-22. This version is 1,100 feet per second. I'll tell you what the new stuff is when we get to it. But here's what we're doing. I got 10 rounds loaded up in one of my old Ruger 1022 magazines, and I got 5 rounds for the actual accuracy test in the brand new Ruger 1022 magazine that came with the Christensen Arms. So trying to mimic everything Christensen did and see which ammo this thing likes the best. That group you saw before on the plain sheet of paper that came from the factory, it was Norma TAC-22. I don't know if it was the old stuff or the new stuff, but we're gonna try it and see. We're gonna warm up the barrel, 10 shots for every brand of ammunition, and then put 5 shots through the factory magazine. The only thing I can't mimic, you guys know I live in a windy condition, especially during the wintertime. Only thing I can't mimic is shooting indoors. Let's see what this new one, Christensen Arms Ranger 22, man, It feels good to be back on the range. And I tell you what, all you all checking in down below in the comments, sending me emails, wishing me well wishes, helped a ton. You guys have no idea how much that uplift my spirits on days where I was just down in the dumps. Rimfire 22 long rifle, Christensen Arms Ranger, and Norma 22 ammunition. Let's go. All right, here we go. I got 2-inch shooting C's downrange, and we're gonna put 10 rounds on the left and then 5 rounds on the right. Oh, that's shooting way left, further than I thought. Stringing them vertically. Oh yeah. Oh, what's with that one out to the left? I can't start the year off like that. Come on. All right, that was the first 10 shots. 5 shots for accuracy on the right target. Here's one thing I do know. On the old Christensen Arms, that first one I had with a low serial number, the bolt handle to the bolt, the fit was loose. The bolt seemed to be a little sloppy in the receiver as well. This one is really tight, and that I had to oil it just to make sure with my finger, put a little oil on it. I do know the trigger on this one is a tad bit better, coming in at 2.5 to 2.8 pounds with 5 pounds of my RCBS trigger gauge. All right, 5 shots. Let's get cycled in here, big fella. Get locked in. Always the last one. Choke. Big time choking. There it is, the old version of the TAC-22 from Norma with the Christensen Arms Ranger. Hey, by the way, already shooting better than the last one. The last one, no matter what ammo I use, Ely Tenix, Lapua Center X, Lapua Exact. Team, range fans, I tell you, that thing couldn't hold nothing better than a 1.5 inch group. But you know what? Christensen have lived up to their support and their brand. They sent me a brand new one. This one seems to be shooting better already. We're going to move now to the new version of the Norma TAC-22, and I'll give you the feeds and speeds coming up next. Moving on to the Norma TAC-22, the new red box stuff. The black box, which was the original Norma TAC-22, came in at 1,100 feet per second according to the box. On the new red box stuff, it's 1083 or 1,083 feet per second according to the box. We got 10 rounds, old magazine and 5 rounds with the factory magazine that it came with. Here we go. Those first groups wasn't too bad. Don't hit that camera, big fella. Oh, that wind's picking up. Whoa. Whoa, you know, something I noticed was that first round out of this carbon fiber wrap barrel, is always a little high and left. 5 rounds, Norma TAC-22 Red Box. Let's get honed in here, big fella. Calm your heart rate down, and let's do this. Oh yeah, come on. You know what, Christensen Arms, I think it's gonna live up to that half MOA accuracy for 3 rounds that they promise at 50 yards. This is outdoors, pretty windy, about 11 to 13 miles per hour today. Let's move on. What's next? Norma TAC-22 Subsonic. Right here on Day at the Range, baby. I'm back. Oh yeah, back with Norma TAC-22 Subsonic. According to the box, the Subsonic is going at 1,017 feet per second. Repeating the test, so far, I'm very happy with this Christensen Arms Ranger 22, this replacement Christensen Arms Ranger 22. Everything's a little bit tight. I'm sure it'll loosen up here a little bit the more that I shoot it, but this is the first shots. This thing doesn't have 30 rounds through it, just, well, maybe. Now it has about 30 rounds through it with you, the range fans. Let's do this Subsonic. I think I'm gonna aim a little bit higher because of it being subsonic and the feet per second being a little low. Let's see. Whoa, way out to the left. Woo! Doesn't like the Subsonic too much. Oh, I should have brought a can with me today to see how that Subsonic does with a can on the Christensen Arms. Maybe that'll be the next video or a video coming up here soon. We got 5. We're going down. Target down below. Aim a little bit higher. My crosshairs here. What is up with that? Way low. Wouldn't be a bad group if it wasn't for that flyer. I think that was about the 3rd shot. So there you have it. You've seen the Christensen Arms Ranger 22 with TAC-22 Subsonic. Now we're going to move on. Ooh, oh yeah, we're not too extreme just yet, but we have Match 22 Norma coming up next. All right, range fans, I got the Norma TAC-22 Match on the bench with me now. There was a little bit of a hiatus between those clips because I noticed that the speed on the box for Match 22 is 1083 or 1083 feet per second, the same as the new Red Box Norma TAC-22. And so maybe there's additional QA that goes on or tighter tolerances for the Match, or is it the same? I am not sure, but I know the rifle has cooled down in this 38-degree weather today. So 10 shots, old magazine, 5 shots for accuracy tests with the new magazine. Norma Match 22. Here we go. Oh, crap. I forgot to lower this beautiful ransom rest. Oh, you know it. Hey, top target first, 10 rounds. Whoa, way high again. That first shot, cold bore. Nope, Josh. Oh, I know some of you folks said, hey, try that old straw trick that Josh over at Pursuit of Accuracy, good buddy of mine, has done. Go over and take a look at that video. He might have solved the myth of that cold bore flyer. I ain't doing it. I ain't playing with prophylactics and straws on YouTube. No, I see you got, no. Do you understand my pedigree? Do you understand? I ain't boasting. You've never seen me boast on this channel. But some of my Marine buddies will never let me live that down. I can't do it. I can't do it. Here we go. Let's go. Let's keep going. See if I can warm this thing up. What y'all think of that 3-shot group? Yeah, I know it's 4, but that 3-shot group will meet what Christensen Arms says it would meet with the right ammo. Oh! I'm happy now, baby. Uh-oh, I don't know what's up with that one. Dang, that wind is cold. All right, that's 10 right there. Let's get these 5 in here. Let's go down below where the accuracy matters. By the way, I'll have all of this posted on dayattherange.com with all the targets and the measurement of the targets so that you could see what they measured center to center. Whoa. Oh yeah, she's got potential. She's got potential. Christensen Arms, Ranger 22. Hey folks, now, last but not least, this is brand new ammunition released by Norma. It is Extreme Long Range 22. I'm hoping that's what works with this thing so we can stretch its legs a little bit later in a different video. Hang around for Extreme. Oh yeah, this is the last one. I hope you guys are hanging in there. We've got 10 rounds of the Norma TAC Extreme Long Range 22. It's 1,165 feet per second. I guess to get a little bit more speed to get down range, 100, 200 yards, maybe even 300 yards. And if this thing shoots well with this ammunition, I'm gonna try to stretch this thing to those distances. Let's see, 10 shots. Hey, by the way, I did notice something. The match ammunition that we shot before, I took a long hiatus there in between those clips because all of the rounds were really, really yellow from this wax that they have on there. So I started opening up the other boxes, and the other boxes, the old TAC-22, the new TAC-22, the Subsonic, none of them were as yellow as the match. I hope that doesn't mean that they are old batch and maybe just a little bit more wax is used on them. Now, the Extreme Long Range doesn't seem to have any wax on them at all. Now, I'm shouting out my buddy Josh over there. He did some testing with Extreme Long Range here a few videos back, and he showed the base of the bullet. If you look at the box of the Extreme Long Range, the base of the bullet is a tad bit different. Is it gimmick? Is it real? Go check out Josh's video. I shout him out. I shout Cyclops out because it is hard. It is hard growing these YouTube channels, and those fellas over there are much larger than I. But you know what? I want to give them a shout out. They're good friends of mine. Yes, I call them friends. We do talk. We do chat. They're good friends of mine, and go check them out. Maybe even subscribe over there. For those that are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button because you're not going to find any more passion about this great sport of shooting on any other channel. Let's do it. Ranger 22 from Christensen. All right. Whoa, don't like this ammo, doesn't seem like. And that's 10. Whoo, I'm not sure. Oh boy, I had high hopes for this stuff. Brand new ammunition from Norma. Oh boy, come on. Let's get this done. Last group of the day, big fella. You got to make these count. Let's lower this rifle on this. You know the deal. this beautiful ransom rest. I absolutely love this thing. Look, great company to work with. Mike, the owner over there, his wife, they are really down-to-earth people. And folks, they have top supreme support. Not that I've ever needed it, but when you order something, you get it within a few days. They're going to be very upfront if they have it in stock or not. Go over to Ransom International and check them out. Oh yeah, baby. The sweet sound of 22 going off in the morning. Hey, I am totally happy, totally satisfied with the Christensen Arms Ranger 22 now. This one is a little bit more expensive, but when you think about all the things that went into the design, the make of this thing, the trigger is 2.5 to 2.8 pounds. You have this aluminum receiver here. It's a carbon fiber barrel. It is threaded, folks, and extremely, even with the scope on it, extremely light. It balances really well also. I just love the platform from day one. Unfortunately, that one I had previously, it just wasn't up to the Smith of the Christensen brand. And you know what they did? They replaced it for me. No headache at all. And I've never asked for a replacement. By the way, I didn't ask them for a replacement either. I just said, I don't think there's something right with this thing. After having it for a couple of years, they watched a few of my videos, got back to me with email and said, yeah, we want that one back. The only thing I lost was a really low serial number below 200 on that first one. But I don't care. I've got a great shooting Christensen Arms that I know shoots well with TAC-22, cheaper ammunition. Maybe next time we push it out some distance with the extreme long range and start shooting some Ely Match through this thing, some Lapua Center X, some Lapua Midas Plus, or Lapua. I'm sure I'll be corrected down in the comments. Hey, folks, I want to thank you again. You all were really some positive uplifts for me when I was down in the dump. And by the way, when I was going through my bout with that nasty pneumonia bug, when I was going through that situation, my dad got put in the hospital for a few days, 83 years old, but you know what? I talked to him this morning, and he's talking more trash than some of my Marine buddies. So he's on the mend as well. 2024 has started out with a bang, but we're going to get all the bad stuff out of the way at the very beginning because it is turning around, as you have seen by the accuracy from this Ranger 22. Thank you all again. Mr. Revolver Guy, I'm going home. Oh, Range fans, I'm sorry I do this to you guys. I was on my way home. I was going to go home, but I couldn't help myself. When you got one box of Center X, Lapua or Center X in the bag, you have to give it a try. I got 2 targets hung down range. We're just going to shoot 15 rounds. Same test as before. Oh, let's raise this thing. Come on, Ransom, get me up to where I need to be. Same test before. I got 10 rounds and 10-22 magazine to warm this old barrel up. And then we're going to put 5 rounds on the second target for accuracy. I have no idea where this thing's going to shoot. Oh, Center X shooting the center out of that thing. I guess that's why they call it Center X, huh? All right, 5 shots. Here we go, big fella. Calm down. Oh, now the wind wants to blow. You see the 22 shells blowing around? I don't know who left the barn door open, but it is cold. It ain't 30. It feels more like 10 degrees out here, but it's supposed to be 38 with how bright the sun is. Oh, that wind. Oh, yeah, she's got potential as long as this old jarhead does his part. Last round, a little bit of a flyer, but I am digging it. I think Center X shoots better than the TAC-22, but you saw the target from the factory. 3-round group, they were shooting indoors. I'm shooting outdoors, 38-degree weather with 11 to 13 mile per hour wind. Hey, again, thank you all so much for hanging in there with me, getting me through some tough times. Absolutely. Love you guys and appreciate it. I'm out.